Today we're doing the BMF tournament. If you don't know what that stands for the Bad Motherfucker tournament. And this all started from a match between Nate Diaz and Jorge Masvidal. Jorge Masvidal is the person on your left, and he won the match and he won the title of Bad Motherfucker. So this tournament, I pitted together some of the baddest motherfuckers in the UFC, and we're gonna compete to see who's the best. So we're gonna have the champion defending his title against these people. Let's see if the champion even gets to the second round, and we'll see who crowned the real bad motherfucker. Because Tony Ferguson, I'm not gonna spoil it, but he put in one hell of a performance in the last UFC video I did, his last outing. Tony Ferguson, known for being able to fight off his back, his quick submissions, his KO power. Well, he's going to be going up against a bigger opponent, so we don't know if that KO power is going to be able to transfer. And the interesting part of ground game in the UFC, 3 at least, is there is no distinct difference for being bigger or smaller. So it's just who's the better grappler. And Ferguson is one of the best grapplers in the UFC, so let's see how this plays out. You see Tony Ferguson making his way to the ring. Not the ring, the cage. And then here we have the BMF champion, Jorge Masvidal, known for baptizing people. Nicknamed Street Jesus. He's a monster. He does not look like this anymore. He has long flowing hair, which you probably recognize him for. But he's known for the fastest knockout in UFC history. The flying knee to Ben Askren, the shit talker, just knocks his lights out. Absolutely destroys him. As it says, good conditioning, heavy hands. He's a veteran. Won 32 fights in his career, and I think he's going to be fighting for the championship soon. So we got Gamebred versus CUCY. Both 33, both 5'11". Jorge does have the weight advantage, but surprisingly, Ferguson has the reach advantage. So let's see how much of a impact that has in the ground game. I'm just going to skip the Bruce Buffer introduction for this first one. Gotta switch off with Jorge at the start. Gotta make it fair. These are the same setup as my last UFC simulation video. Legendary difficulty. Looks like some tough shots from Ferguson. Some right overhands. Looking for a roundhouse to the body. Just testing out the striking. I wouldn't want to strike with Jorge Masvidal. I tried to get him on the ground. He is good at sprawling, but the man's a monster on his feet, so I wouldn't want to try to strike with him. If I'm Tony, I'm gonna try to get close to him, take his guard. Ooh, Masvidal rocks Tony with a big shot, big roundhouse, and now he started to tee off on the body, but now he's lightened up. Ferguson just backing up, rolling with it. When you hit Tony Ferguson, that's when he starts to attack. He starts to attack, at least in real life, he starts to attack once you hurt him. Like, it's like his eyes turn red, he just immediately starts to attack. So he's looking for jab hook combinations. Some nice boxing by these two at the start. They're just feeling each other out. Masvidal goes for a knee, gets caught with a punch to the face. Ferguson's circling. Ferguson trying to rip to that body, get some damage going in the body. Ooh, that was a tough shot. Masvidal is known for those roundhouses to the body to open up. Ferguson trying to clinch, but it's getting his attempts denied. Looking for the however you say it, Irani roll, which if he gets that, that's an immediate heel hook, and I think that's only like 2 bars of submission for him to complete. Ooh, nice spinning heel kick. That rocked Ferguson. That's a rough out. This is rough for Tony Ferguson. He needs to take Masvidal down. Not a lot of people in the UFC can strike with Jorge Masvidal. That's for sure. Jorge looking for more boxing. Another roundhouse to the body by Tony Ferguson. Feeling each other out. Using the best of these 5 rounds they got. I doubt that any of these fights are going to the 5 rounds. There is some serious KO power in these dudes. Looks like some solid boxing between these two. Ferguson not even trying to go to the ground. Tried one Armani roll. Gave up. Ferguson looks for that looking for the spinning bullshit that he's known to throw in the UFC. And when I say that, I with all due respect mean that, because he's throwing spinning whatever he wants. Punch to the back of the head by Jorge Masvidal. That's a well-timed shot. Now it is not illegal because Ferguson spun into the strike. That was smart play by Jorge Masvidal. Looks like some stand-up action to end round 1. That's a solid round. I'd give the UFC 3 judges I'd give it to Jorge Masvidal, just because this game's more focused on damage done, and Ferguson got rocked a couple of times. As you can see, that nice roundhouse by Masvidal just smashing right into Ferguson's forehead. Another one right behind the back of the head, perfectly placed roundhouse kick. And another roundhouse to the body. Jorge isn't as known for his roundhouses as, say, Donald Cerrone, but he's known for those body roundhouse kicks that just wear on your body and just completely destroy your insides, destroy that liver. So this is the one advantage Tony Ferguson will have against every other person in this tournament if he makes it out. Nice teep kick from Tony Ferguson, sending Jorge Masvidal out. Looks like he got rocked, though. Oh, getting dropped. Drop. Strike. Well, they're back into a clinch. Ferguson survived the onslaught. But as I was saying, Ferguson's stamina is top tier. It is probably the best in the UFC. He's gone into round 5s and he's not even heavy breathing. Ferguson's going to have that advantage against anyone he faces in the UFC. So let's see how this clinch work's going. This is where Ferguson dominates. He's looking for that Muay Thai clinch. He's ripping to the body, ripping high. He's working smart. Big knees by Ferguson, ripping. Try to land a powerful elbow. Not so much. Knee to the leg. Ooh. This is where the boxing of Masvidal helps. That nice spinning back kick to send Ferguson farther away. Nice check of the leg kick. I have a feeling this is going to be knockout. Jorge Masvidal. Jab. Looking for those hooks. That spinning back fist landed beautifully. Masvidal on the hunt pounces. But this is not where you want to be against Tony Ferguson. His guard is a scary place. Not a lot of people can escape. Looking for that back setting mount. Gets it. He's looking for a rear naked choke. And this is where it comes into play, folks. Looks like he gets past the first gate. He's got that rear naked choke. This is a long submission, though. He's wrapping the face. He's wrapping the arm. Ferguson's getting the final part of the submission. And Masvidal is put to sleep. That is an upset victory. Upset victory by Tony Ferguson. He may be the best grappler in this tournament. He's going up against some bad dudes, but he may be the baddest of them all. You do not want to mess with Tony Ferguson's guard, as I was saying. Well, that goes it for the first matchup of round 1 in this UFC BMF tournament. Share with your friends, like, comment, subscribe for more, and look out for the next tournament videos.